Gupta, a smart driver on the channel here, asked me to reverse stall park on the blind side, on the passenger side of the vehicle for the purposes of her driver's test. I don't counsel you to do this. If you can back in on the driver's side, it's much better. But pulling up, setting up approximately 3 feet from the lines is where you want to position your vehicle. And then you drive forward so that you are in line with the marking past the vehicle that you're going to park in beside. I also recommend that you park in beside a vehicle so that you have a landmark. It's going to be really tough to get into a space that there aren't any vehicles or any landmarks. So you want to try and park in beside another vehicle. We'll do that one first. Into reverse, signal into the place you're going. We're in the right place, lined up one space beyond the car that we're going to park in behind. Signal on, reversing. We're looking out this way because this is the direction we're going. And turning our steering wheel all the way until we get approximately there. Start straightening out your steering wheel, checking your mirrors here, and going nice and slow. The slower you go, the sharper the vehicle turns. The slower you go, the more time you have to observe and look around. And we back up. We have our wheel straight now. And we back up until we get the mirrors lined up right there, and that's where you stop. You're in the space, you're parked, you want to secure the vehicle into park, apply the parking brake, tell the examiner you're finished, and then the examiner will say to proceed to the right or to the left, and make sure that you signal when you're leaving the parking space. So off with the parking brake, into driving an automatic, into first gear if you're driving a manual transmission, signal to the right, and we proceed. And we'll do a space here for you that doesn't have a vehicle, doesn't have a landmark, but as I said, it's much easier to park into a space if you have a landmark. This video is made possible by the course package, Pass Your Driver's Test First Time, because we know that your driver's test is the most stressful day of your life. And without some form of driver training, your chances of passing are less than 50%. As a bonus, we'll include both the defensive and winter driving smart courses. These will make you a safer, smarter driver and reduce your chances of being involved in an accident. Click down in the description there and get full details. So the examiners indicated that we park in the empty space 2 over from the car. So we have to go 2 beyond that to back into the space successfully. So 3 feet from the end of the lines approximately. We want to park into this space. So 1, 2, and we're lined up with the line. Into reverse, looking, checking our space, turning our steering wheel. And I can see the line there. Now I'm looking in my mirror and checking my mirrors. And I can see that the back end is over the line and it's headed in that direction. So I'm going to just go a little bit farther. And now I'm going to bring the front end over. So I'm going to turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. If I turn the steering wheel that way, the front end will go that way now. And I stop here and I look forward. I can see that the vehicle is straight. Bring my steering wheel back to straight, 1.5 turns, and back up straight. I look at the other cars here and I kind of judge that backing up right about there. Into park, parking brake on, vehicle secured. You tell the examiner you're done. The examiner is going to open the door. You're between the lines. It's not perfect, but you're between the lines, and that's all that matters. If you're off a little bit, it's still a pass. The examiner isn't going to assign you any demerit points. So know that for the purposes of your driver's test. Question for my smart drivers. Do you have any tips or tricks for new drivers learning to back up on the blind side? As I said, I don't counsel this. Back in on the driver's side because the passenger side is your second biggest blind area next to the one out the back of the vehicle. But these are the steps for reverse stall parking on the blind side of the vehicle, the passenger side of the vehicle. For more information, smartdrivetest.com. And remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great day. Bye now.